Hello everybody, Kenny Jackson here. Sorry for the slightly grainy camera. It is night time and I'm running on my light bulb, which means the camera quality is not great. But I've been out all day and I haven't got time to do this during the daytime, so not much I can do. But hello and welcome to security cam footage. I've been to corporate cell today, and I was out all day today in my gaming group. We got some stuff. The stuff that isn't in the hole today is a 4Gamers light gun, which was a quid, and they're worth like 15, around about their amounts. Used to be available at CX, and no longer trading them at all, no longer buying them, no longer selling them. It's interesting. Pretty interesting, just for PS2 controller. I'm not entirely sure it works with it. Doesn't work with cell damage, turns out. I mean, why would a light gun work with a racing game? But I wanted to see! I wanted to run a racing game using a gun! Because that would be funny. And I got a third-party PS2 controller, which was 2 quid, which is actually more expensive than the other gun. And probably worth less, but works perfectly fine. Works really good for the PlayStation 2. And it's cheaper than buying an official one. So, that's the two sort of things that I left at the gaming group for the gaming group to use out of the way. Let's move on to the other stuff. This was 50p. Don't ignore the label. It's some weird, cheapo, crappy Lego set thing. I will be doing a separate video on this later, so look out for that. I will be reviewing this set as a fake Lego set, and I might put this on my wall with the rest of the other, or in my set selection with the other weird Lego stuff. It was 50p, so this is a brand I haven't seen that much of, and I want to give this a review, see how well it holds up compared to actual Lego. The next thing is, I can put it back together again. One of these Hot Wheels haulers. This is a bigger size one, which does that, and doesn't launch, but does have the openable front cabin. Put more cars in. I picked this up for 3 quid on a stall. These are worth like 20 upwards easily. I may keep this, I may sell it, I'm not sure yet. I have got a couple of these in the past, quite cheap. They're just really good for displaying stuff, or storing stuff at the same time. We have a Space Channel 5 Fandango, which is part of the Sega series that they did. It's not in the best condition, but these things are pretty rare. I wouldn't say like expensive, but they're pretty rare. The only other one of these that I've gotten is the House of the Dead one, which I got brand new when I was a kid, and the Monkey Ball one, which I got brand new as a kid. So this is like the third part of that series. Oh, and I got the Shinobi one way later. This is I think might be the last one that I need. I think there's one more that I need, because they did like a series of 5. But I will look out for the last one. I may do a video on that series at one point, because Hot Wheels is a really weird tie-ins. Like, did you know there's a Yu-Gi-Oh tie-in with Hot Wheels? Yeah, they did like a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards well, not like actual like character cards, but like stuff similar to this, so existing castings with liveries of Yu-Gi-Oh. Pretty weird stuff! Blue Eyes White Dragon is on a truck! A green truck, even. Weird as fuck. Don't worry about it. Also, the Blue Eyes one is the only one I've actually got. Apart from maybe the Pegasus Power Pistons. Don't worry about it. Complicated. I will explain this in a later video. We will go into the history of weird Hot Wheels shit. At least to my knowledge. Maybe I'll make it a series, who fucking knows. But that was that. We have a Black Walls Era 63. I'm going to stop getting Black Wall stuff, except for the stuff that's obviously in alts of my collection and stuff. I thought I already had this one, but no, this one is the one that is the one that doesn't have a rake. So that's what I checked. I was like, this one doesn't have a rake, and honestly, even if I think I paid like 50p, so even if I have a dupe, it's worth it because I could sell it. We have a 55 Chevy. It's in really nice nick, pretty cool. They don't do the 55s that often. It's usually like the 56 or the 57 or like the 59. It's like, fuck. But I thought it was nice. It's in really good condition. Again, that was 50p. So, another 50p thing was this Ford something, I think. Ford Sierra something. I can't quite read it in the dark. But it's a Ford Sierra rally car. It's going to get added to my selection of random replica rally cars at 1/64 scale. That's obviously a Matchbox, not a Hot Wheels car, but it still looks really good. Somewhat of an older one as well. And to go with it, this was 20p. It's the Audi Sport Quattro. 1984 Audi Sport. So probably about the same era as the Sierra. This was 20p. Honestly, really good condition. Basically mint. Notably, though, this is in Hot Wheels Unleashed. So this is one of the legendaries in Hot Wheels Unleashed, I think. I think it's a legendary. So it's cool to find this. And this will go in the rally car stuff. It was cool. I spotted it, I was like, hey! This was 10p. It's adorable. It's a goose! It's a goose with some goslings. I had to clean it up a bit, but it's a goose. Go somewhere. It's 10p. I was like, oh, it's a goose, I want a goose. This might have been a mistake. This was £1, but it was, it's an old binky truck of some description. Made in England. Doesn't have any like specific logos on it. It's a bit old. I noticed it was damaged a bit on the front, but that's possibly fixable. Replacement sort of chunks or bits. But I thought it was £1, so a risk I was willing to take. A little Mimikyu thing. I think I paid 30p for this little guy. It is an official one. It does have the... Obviously you can't see it 'cause it's dark, but it does have the official sort of Pokemon stamp copyright stuff at the bottom. And it's obviously way better condition than the other stuff that I saw in that lot of Pokemon stuff. But it's cute. It's a tiny puppy. I mostly got it because it was cute. And it's possibly worth more than 30p. I'm not sure what exactly it's from. I'm going to assume it's from some sort of TCG box thing, because they did that a lot, like, fairly recently. Just, here's a little tiny figure and a couple packs. Then I have these little, hard to see in the dark, but these little pewter figurines of some Romans. So that's like an emperor or like a noble. Possibly even Caesar himself, honestly. We have a lady holding a vase. See there? We have some rank of Roman soldier with a tower shield. It's pretty cool. I think these guys could do with like wider bases, honestly, and I want some other type of Roman soldier or gladiator or something. I'm not entirely sure on that front. And for what seems to be painted, a horse miniature. So it's just some miniatures. I mean, these are probably not for wargaming, but they're about the same scale. This is almost undoubtedly for wargaming. It has to be. It's been painted. And usually you only really paint wargaming miniatures. That didn't paint it particularly well. If they missed most of this leg here, this front leg. But that was £1 for a lot of them. I have a friend who likes weird old minis. So they will be getting these! And I will want to see them fully painted. And they will probably show that, because that'd be cool. We have an... Is that Octavian? It is, I remember. And Octanium, I think this is one I haven't got, but they did a lot of different versions of Octanium, specifically in silver. So, I have no idea! And that's, going to go for my accelerators alts. And speaking of, I'm joking, I debated you. I picked up a book, which I'm not going to show here because it's a present for somebody, and they may be watching, and I don't want to ruin the surprise. But what we have here is basically liquid gold. So this is a Hot Wheels Accelerators Hyperpod, the Drill Buster one. When the wheels turn, the drills at the front go, and you can put a car in the slot here. And I had Octanium in here because Octanium was an Accelerators print originally, so it was kind of like designed to go in the Hyperpods on the wheelbase side of things. So you have a car in here. The idea is it drives up this sort of ramp piece. That ramp piece goes up. It then drives us around for a bit until it kind of runs out of juice, and then you get off and continue your race. These were like dotted around the racing realms in the show. I'll get into all of this in a separate lore video, don't worry, where I vaguely explain all this stuff. Anyway, these were part of like bigger sets in the Accelerators lineup, so kind of like similar to your haulers and your big truck things that you get nowadays. I've showed things that some of the trucks off before, like the smaller ones that hold like one car. Kind of similar concept, you get one car, this, maybe a DVD, CD, or pack of cards or something, because that's what Accelerators did. And there you have it. I actually had one of these from new when I was a kid, and I had a couple other ones as well. I also had the Drones one and one other one. These go for about, wait for it, about 40 bucks and about 30 unboxed. Yeah, these are really fucking rare. Not as rare, ironically, as some of the actual Accelerators, like weird prints, like Team Colors, Drone, etc. Again, I'll get into all this later. But suffice to say, there are rarer prints of the actual cars than the Hyperpods, but there are also even rarer Hyperpods, which are fucking massive and battery powered. And some of those fetch over 100 bucks, so... Anyway, this is like worth 30. I will probably replace my other version of this with this one, because my other one has a slightly downward hinge, which doesn't really affect play or display or anything, but it bothers me. It has always bothered me. But that one will then, the replacement, or the replaced will get sold at some point. It will get sold for probably slightly less than 30 because it's a little damaged, but could be repaired. And that is all of the haul. Wasn't a huge pile of stuff, but it was a pile of stuff, and it's stuff that, well, very rare stuff, some of it. Dinkies are pretty rare now, Hyperpod, pretty fucking rare, Black Hole stuff, kinda rare. These pewter figures I have never seen before, and I'm very curious to what the fuck they are. The book that I picked up is kind of rare, and even the weird bootleg logo is kind of rare. Anyway, on that honking bombshell, I think it's time to end the video here. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, subscribe, all the good stuff, or the goose will eat your lungs. The goose will steal your lungs and eat them, and then promptly throw your body in a pond to be eaten by other geese. I don't know. Don't mess with geese, okay? Do not mess with the geese. Anyway, thank you guys. This is Carter Jackson signing off. Go honk and prosper. Bye bye for now.